Welcome back to the Peppos. We're so glad to have you here.
Oh, Charlotte, it's great to be back.
And congratulations on your fantastic win. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
Is it 2 years in a row?
Claire's won this national dog show for the second year now in a row.
Is this more or less the first time that someone's won the national dog show in a row?
In fact, it is apparently. I was told that it's the 20th anniversary of the national dog show. Mm-hmm. And also this is the first dog to win it twice and also in consecutive years.
What was the first thing in your mind that you thought of, when they point or they announce the dog?
I think the first thing I thought was just, wow. I mean, probably more words that I probably shouldn't say here on the air, but it was a wow, because it's Claire is really just like this gift that keeps on giving in so many ways. And it's just incredible.
Is she the top hound or very close to the top hound?
Yeah, Claire is currently the number 1 hound and number 3 dog all breeds in the nation.
I guess I'm curious, do you feel it in the leash? Because people always, see the handlers running around the ring. It's like, do you feel it?
You know what? That leash is a two-way street. You definitely, like, if I'm nervous, she'll know it. And if she's nervous, I'm going to know it. So you have to be real aware of yourself, and then to be able to, keep your own feelings in check as a handler. Even the owner handlers should really be paying attention to this. And of course I am an owner handler with Claire as well, but knowing her as well as we do at this point, whether or not she's anxious about something, she's a sight hound. So things can change on any given minute. If something moves in the background, she sees it before I do.
What was it about that moment in that day that Claire stood out from the rest of the competition?
She is a top dog, but they're not judging the top dogs. They're judging these dogs to their breed standards. And on that day, I think that Mr. Pepper felt like that was the one that fit her breed standard the most. Her athleticism is unimaginable. She is a strong, powerful girl. She's sound in her movement and her anatomy and things like that. And so that shines through. And you put that on top of that, you have the fact that she knows she's great. She's got this little attitude that just says, here I am. And if you can't see me, that's not my problem. She's a funny one. She's a funny girl.
I think a lot of people don't know about Scottish Deerhounds. Can you give us a little background? I mean, I have heard that Queen Victoria had a Scottish Deerhound.
Oh yeah. Well, the Scottish Deerhounds are definitely old breed. Way back when they were brought in and really developed to reduce the white stag population in Scotland, which was really out of hand. And at that time also, they were a dog of the aristocracy. Like, you had to be, your common people didn't really own them. They were the dog of the royalty, or those of the top of the clans. And so with that, there's all this documentation of, how they're the perfect creature of heaven. And there are all these things because they really do have this like aura about them. They're magical creatures. It's kind of like that whole thing with Loch Ness Monster, like it's this myth and this legend. Well, they kind of have this same power over that, which is kind of funny that had mentioned this Harry Potter thing, because there's all this magic happening in 20 years.
Is the dog a family dog?
Absolutely. This breed, while their size is something that maybe wouldn't be the best idea for a small apartment, because they are very tall and big, they are extremely wonderful and endearing animals to live with on a daily basis. In a home setting, they basically don't really make themselves too known. They like to lounge on sofas and puffs and hang out and sleep a lot. Their activity level is more seen outdoors, like, on a walk or in a run. You have to have a little bit of land to be able to really have this breed in tip-top shape. But if there's no reason, it's kind of like greyhounds. They make wonderful home dogs. As long as they're getting enough time out for daily walks, they're
Mhm.
happy.
They're a quiet breed. They're not a super noisy breed. Is that correct?
That's correct. And I think that if you were someone that was an apartment dweller who liked to run, let's say, that they might be a breed of dog that you could entertain having a future with. It's not like you absolutely have to have a fenced yard, because even in a fenced yard, there's only limited space. They like to
Sure.
get out and about.
What's she doing when she's not, traveling and showing?
Well, when she's not traveling and showing, she's at home on her farm. I mean, she's like, laying around in the house and outside, like probably inside during the day in the afternoons, because they have this like afternoon nap time that they like, which is usually from anywhere from like 1 to 4 kind of thing, when they are really resting. And otherwise she's out running around.
Does she hang out and watch TV
with her
you?
fellow dogs. She doesn't necessarily watch the television, but she likes to hang out. She likes to be with you. She loves to lay on the bed. King size beds are her thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, it's not. It's very common that she pushes myself and my boyfriend out of bed on any given night when we're at the dog show. So
Okay,
at
so-
home, she's younger. When she's at home with Cecilia and Scott Dove, she's younger in age. So she's like in the house at night, laying on a puff, where her mother, who is like 10 and a half, is sleeping in the bed with
Okay.
her owners. But but she'll get to that point in her life. There's a stage and a level of it. And no, she's a princess. She definitely, when she's at dog shows with us, she's treated like a queen, and the queen that she is.
Talk to us a little bit about what you took away from showing in juniors and how that helped you. I mean, obviously you're a breeder owner handler now, but for people who are interested in getting their kids involved in dog showing.
Dog shows are a great place for kids. It should be a family welcoming environment. At least that's what has always been told. And there's you have ups and downs in that, and there's wonderful things to learn, because you learn discipline. You have a live animal that you're working with, that you're taking care of. So you learn a lot of responsibility early on.
What's next for you and Claire? I mean, will we be seeing you at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show?
We've made our entry, and
Uh-huh.
we have intentions of being there. So we'll just see what happens. It's 2 months away at this point. So, as long as she's feeling up to the challenge, we'll try to have her there. Yeah. In the meantime, we've got 4 more weeks left of this show year. And then we can have Christmas and the New Year.
Angela Lloyd, thank you so much for being here with us. We're always happy to watch you in the ring. We're always happy to praise you on this show when you win. So I can only hope that Westminster will be a win for you in 2022, which is actually in probably about 7 or 8 weeks, right?
That's about right.
I'll see you there.
We'll see what happens, Charlotte. Thanks so much.
Thanks for viewing our content on Pet Buzz Plus.